Hello everybody, this is Miss Gustafson. In this video I'm going to show you how to use some tools on Sketchpad to help push your artwork further and to create the illusion of space and texture in some of your drawings. So in the drawing on the left I don't have very much shading or any textures added in, whereas on the artwork on the right I went in and I've added in some of these textures and shading. So right here on my coral reef we can see that the rock is just one solid gray color. There is no shadow from the seaweed or coral that is on the reef, and then also in the coral itself it's light, it's all one tone, there's not many shades in it, along with the bottom of the ocean floor, the shadow of the turtle above, the shadow of some other objects under the octopus, and then some of the shading under the turtle, right? If my light source is coming from above, there should be some shading below the turtle to show that he is a form. The same with my desert scene, right? It's very flat, one color. We do have the illusion of space by having my cactus from a large to a medium, small to really tiny. But in this artwork right here, I push it further by adding some value to the side and help creating that form right there, along with some shadows and texture of the desert. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do this. So this is just to help boost your artwork a little bit further, right? And you can also see in the big blue ocean of my turtle, I also use this tool to darken parts of the water to give it some more effect of this environment. So if I go to my Sketchpad, I have this drawing already up still. This is the one without any of the value in it. So some tips that I could do is I'm going to go to, I really like working with the Crayon Tool. And what I'm going to do is if I click on the color and then Eyedropper, so I can click on any color, I'm going to pick the blue color that I'm working with, but then I'm actually going to go just a little bit darker. And then I'm also going to turn the opacity down. I can turn it all the way down to like the teens or below. So right there. And if it's hard to select the opacity you want, you can actually physically type in what you would like, because I know it's very hard to control that. So then after that's all set, I can go in, change the width of my line, and I can go in and add in some of that color. Now I'm keeping my finger down on the mouse pad so it's one complete motion, but as you notice, if I go over the color, that same spot a second time, it's slowly getting darker. Okay, it's because the opacity is building up on itself so that you can build up that color. Now I'm just going to click undo, and I'm going to do this again, and I'm going to try not to go over the same area, but this is a nice way to add that small variation of some color. You could turn your opacity up a little bit. It's finding out what you would like for colors. Now if I was going to add the shadow to my rock, I would click on the color, click on my eyedropper again. I want that gray color. Then I'm going to turn the gray darker a little, just bringing it down a little bit darker. I'm going to turn that brush size down. Another feature that I really do like about Sketchpad is the zoom feature. So if I wanted to zoom in to my coral reef right here, the X is on it, so when I click zoom, it's going to zoom right there so that I can work in with those details. So I'm going to click my crayon brush again, and then I'm going to add some shadows to below my coral. So right here I'm just slowly adding. The line is very thin, so I might go in, just make it a little bit, the opacity go up just a little bit. Oop, that brush is way too big now. But this is how I went in and I added some shadows to my artwork. I did that with the seaweed and coral as well. I clicked on the color, found a little bit darker tone of it, and went over it. And that's how I'm pushing the artwork further, is by using the opacity tool. You can try this with other tools. I personally like the texture that the Crayon tool on this program gives me. So if we go back to my two examples, right, I already added some of that blue that I had in here. Right here, if I zoom in, oops, I need to zoom right that. But we zoom in, we can see that I have different colors, right? I have a dark green and a light green, and that just adds to your artwork. It really adds. In this cactus right here, we can see that the sun is coming on this side, the light is hitting this side of the cactus. So you can see how that right here to right here really helps push the illusion of space, and it's pushing our quality of coloring. You can also see that my giant land monument in the background, I did that as well, adding a little bit of the darkness right there. Okay, and that's how using the opacity can help bring your artwork further for any of your projects. So if you have any questions on that, let me know. Best part is if you don't like something or you want to turn it off, you can turn it on and off again. You can delete it. If you duplicate it, right, Command CV, right, and I wanted to move that, I could do that. Or I could lay it right over and make that area darker because I'm just overlaying the opacity each time. Okay, happy creating, everybody. Remember to think about how your light is hitting your piece. So we know in the cactus over here, right here in the landscape of the cactus, the sunlight's coming this way. So the side of this cactus is a little bit darker. The bottom of the arm of the cactus is darker, and there's a little bit of a shadow. I could even go in and put a little bit of a shadow of my tumbleweed on the side right here. I could add a shadow below my scorpion. This is just going to help push the level of quality of my drawing and also help give that illusion of space and making it look realistic. There isn't a super amount of details. This is how you slowly build up a drawing. If I wanted to go back in and add some more details of the texture of the pokey parts of the cactus, I could, but right now we're just adding in the slight variation of adding in some shadows and textures. So happy creating, everybody. I hope this video helps you with using Sketchpad or any other material that you're adding in. Have a great day.